Dallas is my home. I made my home there. My family lives there. I'm forever going to be there. But, I know for sure I'm not going to win a Super Bowl there. So, yeah. We here.
We're here. DeMarcus Lawrence, welcome to the Seahawks. Thanks for joining us.
Damn. Let's be very, very clear about DeMarcus Lawrence here, okay? The brother didn't even have a chance to pass gas before he was talking about his old team. I mean, he literally, it was the equivalent of just getting out the damn bathroom before this brother opens his mouth and is talking smack about the Dallas Cowboys, his former team. Having said that, he didn't lie. Because we know there's a snowball's chance in hell the Dallas Cowboys going to Super Bowl. It's 30 years and counting, just in case y'all didn't remember. I'm looking at the Cowboy fans right now watching me. I'm laughing at you. I'm laughing at you, right? We're going to win the Super Bowl next year, right? We're going to win the Super Bowl next year, right? Nah. 30 years and counting. And what I peeled from that, stay tuned. I'm not going to tell you what I peeled from his words specifically until I get a little bit further into this. Because that full interview, by the way, can be found at youtube.com/@HawkBlogger, okay? Anyway, those words didn't sit well with his former teammate, Micah Parsons, who wrote this on X, quote, "This is what rejection and envy look like. This some clown shit," end quote. Now, Lawrence apparently saw the post on X, and he had his own retort directly to Micah Parsons. Quote, "Calling me a clown won't change the fact that I told the truth. Maybe if you spent less time tweeting and more time winning, I wouldn't have left," end quote. Okay, DeMarcus Lawrence is a good comeback. Since Micah Parsons clapped at you, you had every right to clap back at him. You had me, you know how they said in Jerry Maguire, you had me at hello. You had me at hello. Remember that? Well, you had me until that last line. You saying, hey, maybe you spent more time tweeting, less time tweeting and more time winning. I may not have left. We're not sure the Cowboys wanted to keep you. Last time you had double-digit sacks was 6 years ago. You had 25 sacks. You had 10 and a half sacks in 2018, and I believe 14 and a half sacks in 2017. That's 25 of your 61 and a half sacks in 11 years. That means the other 9 years, you had a grand total of 36 and a half, which averages out to about 4 a season. You see what I'm saying? I'm just using math. So I want you to be careful about that. See, Cowboys cornerback Trevon Diggs writes, "Wow, can't go to war with somebody who really be hating on you." That's not true. Trevon Diggs, you can't go to war with somebody who doesn't believe in you. That's the real statement there. Y'all had a teammate that knew y'all weren't going to the Super Bowl. Y'all had a teammate that knew what Stephen A. had been saying for 30 years. Y'all had a teammate that let y'all know we really ain't shit. That's Cowboys. Now, I don't mean it in its literal terms. It's the National Football League. You had back-to-back 12-win seasons. Y'all were knocking on the door in a lot of people's eyes. You had the Cowboy faithful up there saying, yo, we going to the Super Bowl. We're going to the Super Bowl next year, right? We're going to the Super Bowl next year, right? And you had credible reasons to believe that until the playoffs arrived. And y'all nosedived. You see, when you see these photos of Cowboy fans, the most delusional, disgusting, nauseating fan base in American history, okay, which is I customarily say, it's all in fun, it's all love, because I'm just trolling y'all. I'm just trolling y'all like y'all troll me. You know what I'm saying? Because I love how y'all get your hopes up. See, last year, the joy departed from me. I have to admit, I was sad. See, I don't want the Cowboys to suck. I want the Cowboys to be good because I want your hopes to get up. See, I don't want you falling off a curb if you're a Cowboy fan. I want you falling off the roof. Splow! That's what I want. Because there's nothing more nauseating to me than a Cowboy fan. We're going to the Super Bowl next year, right? We're going to the Super Bowl next year, right? Even when y'all go 3-13 or now 3-14, this is who y'all are. Y'all pass gas and y'all will tell somebody it's perfume. You spit somebody's face, you'll tell them it's raining. It's what you do. It's who you are. And you got away with it all these years because you got that man Jerry Jones right there, my buddy, my Libra buddy right there. And you got that man Jerry Jones right there making billions, making sure y'all splattered all over those headlines, making sure that you the number one sports brand in the world, if at the very least America, worth over $11 billion. That Jerry Jones right there. He loved the headlines. The untold story in all of this is that evidently y'all do too. At least some of y'all. Because you see, if you had those players in that locker room, right, who didn't believe that you was going to win the Super Bowl, well, then why the hell you stay? Could it be the perks? Could it be the attention, the allure? Could it be the fact that y'all the number one brand and the camera gravitates to y'all and it's a marketing tool that's unrivaled? Being a Dallas Cowboy, could that be the reason? Sounds like it to me. That's what I took from it. Made me think about Dak Prescott too. You know, that $60 million a year quarterback? Even after Josh Allen just signed for 6 years and $330 million, that averages out to $55 million. Dak Prescott on an annual salary is still the highest paid quarterback in the NFL, even though Josh Allen has been to 2 AFC championship games. Dak Prescott ain't won more than 2 playoff games in 10 years. But he's the highest paid quarterback. Is he there because of the sizzle? I'm just asking. I'm not sure. I just think it's a legitimate question to ask. All I'm saying is this. DeMarcus Lawrence. I don't blame Micah Parsons for clapping back at him because it was a shot at the Cowboys, even though he didn't mention them by name in the previous tweet, but then came back at him, or in the interview with the blogger, he didn't mention them by name, but then came back at him with the tweet. My point is that I don't blame Micah Parsons for coming to the defense of his teammates and his organization because he's trying to re-up there and he wants people to know that he believes they're going to win. He doesn't believe they suck. He doesn't believe that they're going to be as bad as they were last year, and I get that. I side with Micah Parsons on that. But to me, that ain't the biggest deal here. The biggest deal here is that DeMarcus Lawrence, he ain't going to Baltimore or Kansas City or Buffalo or the Philadelphia Eagles or even the Detroit Lions or the Green Bay Packers. This brother's going to Seattle. Tyler Lockett's going. DK Metcalf is going. Geno Smith is going. He's going to Seattle. And was saying, yo, might as well be here because it wasn't like we was going to win the Super Bowl there. Damn. That had to hurt. But maybe it'll be incentive for the Dallas Cowboys to look at themselves. Jerry Jones ranking 30th in the NFL this offseason in free agent spending at $22.2 million. Only the Ravens and the Eagles have spent less, and that's only because they don't need to. Got Rico Dowdle, undrafted, free agent running back, became the first undrafted player in Cowboys history to rush for over 1,000 yards in a season. And this brother got to go to Carolina on a 1-year, $6 million deal because the Cowboys didn't have the money to give to him. Instead, they signed Javonte Williams from the Denver Broncos to a 1-year, $3 million deal. Jerry Jones cutting corners. They ain't really spending, which means they ain't going to really win, which means more of what we saw last year is likely. That would give DeMarcus Lawrence an additional dose of credibility with what he was saying. But it would also be something that rightfully agitated Micah Parsons, who's about to re-up with a long-term extension and is hell-bent on letting everybody know we ain't going down like that. I like the subject personally. Micah Parsons is my man, mad love for him. DeMarcus Lawrence, mad respect for him. You Cowboy fans out there who are miserable and a bit perplexed, scratching your head like you got dandruff because you're so upset over the kind of back and forth that we're hearing right now and feeling miserable right now. I'm sorry for your feelings. I'm laughing because you know why I'm laughing. Because I know what's coming come September and October and November and December. We don't need to mention January Oh, I forgot. You got a new coach too. What's his name again? Brian Schottenheimer. Is that what the name is? Yeah, I forgot. Y'all in for long season, and you already let me know. I'll be ready for it. Will you?